So I've been thinking, guys, the price of the Oppo A77 is 120,000 naira. That's a little below $200, and if you live in India, you can get it for 15,500 rupees. But it is designed with a display of 720 by 1612 pixels in resolution, and that is the first significant problem that I have with this phone. There are other major problems you get with this phone too, but before I talk about them, let me properly introduce the phone and tell you some of the pretty good stuff you get with it. Because while I might not recommend this phone to anyone, it is not an entirely bad phone anyway. Note that the A77 has a 4G variant and a 5G variant. I don't have a single problem with the A77 5G. It's a perfect device and comes at a much higher price. So in this video, I'm focusing on the A77 4G. Considering the price, there are lots of features that I consider smart and cool. An Android phone of about 120,000 naira from Tecno and Infinix won't even come close to the A77 in terms of some of its features. I will tell you about all the amazing features you can find in here as well as the bad ones. So before I get started with all this, let me quickly unbox it and show you what's in the box. It comes in a regular Oppo packaging box. Open it up and you will find this little package holding the SIM remover tool, some documents, and a bumper case. The next item in the main package is the phone. I've got the black color A77 here and I just love it. Next is a 33-watt fast charger and a USB Type-C cable. Now here is a very quick simple question for me. Do I like this phone? Yes. Do I hate this phone? Yes. The yes that accompany the hate is stronger than the yes that accompany the like. So basically I kind of not like this phone more than the way I do like it. I don't even know what that means. So first thing first, here are the top 4 things I like about the phone. I will tell you about them now and then explain 3 reasons why you might want to reconsider before buying this phone. That is if you have the intention to buy it. So let's start with the good ones. The number 1 is the camera. Oppo A77 features a 50 megapixel camera at the back, which is acceptable, but this camera sensor is not the point that stands out here. You can see from the footage that it has a great output. Not all phones with 50 megapixel camera sensor can give this type of performance. The portrait mode is still a good one. The camera can focus on an object and blur its background. Most cameras with the same sensor will blur the edges of the main object because of edge detecting errors. The edges of the face in this picture are sharp and thanks to whatever camera software Oppo used on this device. Even the front-facing camera with only 8 megapixel sensor also comes with AI retouching features that can transform your face, adding more beauty to it. I must say that for a budget device, this camera is more than decent. Now, number 2 is the charging system. Made with 5000 mAh battery and a 33-watt fast charger with support for Oppo's SuperVOOC fast charging technology, the device can charge efficiently without overheating. On Oppo's official website, they claim that the phone schedules a segmented battery charging plan and allows you to sleep easily with the anti-burnout protection. This charging system makes a whole lot of sense to me because it protects the battery and specifically it reduces battery aging and protects the battery from overcharging. Now, how long does it take the battery to charge from 0 to 100%? I plugged it in at 10% and charged it for 55 minutes and here we are at 100%. That is how fast it gets. It is good enough that you get a 33-watt fast charger on this device and not 18-watt fast charger like other devices of this price range. So the charging system is one of the reasons why I like the phone because it has a fairly strong battery and doesn't take a lot of time to charge. Now, the third good stuff about this device is the build quality, and one of the top features of this device for me is the anti-scratch design. I got a knife, scrubbed the surface and there is no scratch sign. Please don't try this at home, I had to do it gently. Oppo also boasts of street testing for this device, 20,000 USB plug stress test, 500,000 power button stress test, 150,000 volume button stress test, and 1 meter drop test. Seriously, that's a lot for a device that is less than $200. We have other devices that are way more than $200 from Tecno and Infinix and other brands, and they never get stress tested. Don't worry, I didn't drop it. Beside all this, the device is rated IPS4 water resistant. Now understand that Oppo can go way more than this with their more expensive devices, and I just wasn't expecting them to design a device of this price with above average quality. The design aspect is one of the areas I doubt anyone will have problem with. It looks premium and feels classy. Now here is the last thing I like about the phone, inbuilt customization. It is nothing much, but it allows you to make some satisfying changes to the way icons appear on the device. Why I feel this is so important is that for some other devices, you will have to rely on a third-party app to make these changes. As good as these details I mentioned about this device sounds, it has some really discouraging specifications you have to think about before you buy it. And again, that is if you want to buy it. The first of the three problems I have with this device is the display. So far, I don't know any device of about $200 that is designed with a display of 720 by 1612 pixels in resolution. This is way below expectation. Take for example, this is Redmi A1 Plus, an entry-level device of about $100. The display resolution on the Oppo A77 is just the same as the Redmi A1 Plus. It doesn't make sense that the A77 is using a display that device is half its price and normally designed with. To worsen it all, it comes with just a 60Hz refresh rate. Even though it has a big storage, see how long it takes the display to open the settings app. With all the excellent specifications here, the display is a huge disrespect for this device. And while I'm wondering why Oppo opted for this display, the processor gives more reason for concern. It runs on MediaTek Helio processor, but not G96, not G85, but G35. What it means is that you might have a bit of difficulties playing high-end games on this device. If you are playing an online game on this device with a friend using a device with a higher processor, you might lose the game because your friend has an edge over you, because your game will not be as fast and steady as your friends. Generally, what it offers is a decent gaming experience and nothing more. So you can see that on the one hand, some of the features are great, while on the other hand, some of the specifications just don't worth it. I think the problem here is that it is the inability for Oppo to balance what features to include and what features not to include. Now, the bottom line, should I buy the Oppo A77 4G? If what you want is a great design, great camera and a durable battery, then it's worth buying. For those that look beyond these things and search for something more like better performance and better display, then this phone is not what you really need. If you already own this phone, click this video to learn how to set up your camera, or click this video to learn how to customize your device. See you in my next video.